I'm in Cali like Snoop Dogg, Westside like Tupac, insufflated blue, pill I'm fried like tempura. I've been riding like a Zuma, camera short too raw, Balenci 7-layer, bought it off, make the ruler. Blue like my eye, I'm calling with my guys. Gonna know me in the party, but it comes as no surprise. Much I love for my wife, her smile has no price. Just throw it in the bag, baby, give me more life. I'm a rapper, dog, I can't hold a normal job. Everything's not what it seems, I'm in the green room with my aunt. No new friends, what I have is what I got. 4 bathrooms, all the hands so base up. Oh my god, I'm over the top. I can't stop, I won't stop. I'm a nice guy, you're a tight wad. The show's not over yet, please hold your applause. I'm in Cali like Snoop Dogg, Westside like Tupac, insufflated blue, pill I'm fried like tempura. I've been riding like a Zuma, camera short too raw, Balenci 7-layer, bought it off, make the ruler. I'm in Cali like Snoop Dogg, Westside like Tupac, insufflated blue, pill I'm fried like tempura. I've been riding like a Zuma, camera short too raw, Balenci 7-layer, bought it off, make the ruler.
Weiß ich, wo dein Bunker liegt, ruf ich die Panzerknacker. Unbekannter vor der Tür und ich werd angespannter. Kauf mir eine neue Uhr, ein Zeichen, dass ich Schnapp gemacht hab. Er musste von uns gehen, weil der Schwanz verwandt war. Lieber an nem Baum als mit dir Bastard hängen. Teurer Lifestyle, lass mein Handy und die Kasse brennen. Du machst deine Scheine für wen laufend, das kein Batz Cousin. Du bist Läufer, wie Schachmatt gesetzt. Abgewichste Junkies tauschen alles hier für Schäm ein. -6,1 Grad, mir wird kalt in meiner Wellenstein. Mach mit uns kein Bella, denn du gehst nach ein paar Schellen heim. Egal ob Messer oder Kugel, an ihr fällt Blei. Bei deinem Mottag in sein Hof, als wären wir Unbekannte. Er hat mich nicht erkannt, als ich durch sein Bunker rannte. Wenn er wüsste, dass ich die Adresse von seinen Kunden hatte. Ich glaub, das war's, dass er sich Pusher nannte. Bei deinem Mottag in sein Hof, als wären wir Unbekannte. Er hat mich nicht erkannt, als ich durch sein Bunker rannte. Wenn er wüsste, dass ich die Adresse von seinen Kunden hatte. Ich glaub, das war's, dass er sich Pusher nannte. Hack ne halbe klein und geb sie weiter. Für den Fall des Falles trage ich eine G mit Schalter. Lag was für Tester, meine Probensteine alle Einser. Für genug Punkte würde ich mit dem Matti bis nach Mainz fahren. Ich hau den Stein klein, glaub mir, du willst nicht mein Feind sein, das bereuen viele. Hier gibt's alles, Messerstecher oder treue Diebe. Bau ein Fetten, bin am Fliegen, Land auf Wolke 7. Ihr habt Gesicht verloren, doch mir ist der Stolz geblieben. Du gehst baden, ich bin Bademeister. Ihr seid keine Halsabschneider, sondern Plagegeister. Hat der Kombis zu lang offen, muss er Strafe einzahlen. Er sollte weg sein, aber atmet leider. Bei deinem Mottag in sein Hof, als wären wir Unbekannte. Er hat mich nicht erkannt, als ich durch sein Bunker rannte. Wenn er wüsste, dass ich die Adresse von seinen Kunden hatte. Ich glaub, das war's, dass er sich Pusher nannte. Bei deinem Mottag in sein Hof, als wären wir Unbekannte. Er hat mich nicht erkannt, als ich durch sein Bunker rannte. Wenn er wüsste, dass ich die Adresse von seinen Kunden hatte. Ich glaub, das war's, dass er sich Pusher nannte.
Ich glaub, das war's, dass er sich Pusher nannte. Er wusste, dass ich die Adresse von seinen... Ich glaub, das war's, dass er sich Pusher nannte. Er wusste, dass ich die Adresse von seinen... Ich glaub, das war's, dass er sich Pusher nannte. Er wusste, dass ich die Adresse von seinen... Ich glaub, das war's, dass er sich Pusher nannte.
Yo, what's going on? Sorry about the holy lag. Sorry about the super long wait. I gotta stop announcing when I'm gonna do streams. See, that's the problem. It's when I announce that I'm gonna do a stream, it never works out that way. Lisa, what's going on? She says, I'm thinking Alemania. True. Gracie Ann says, Pig Latin. That was German. Panzerknacker. Hey, good evening. What's up, Brennash? What's up, Lisa? What's up, Gracie Ann? Good to see you, Patriots, in the chat. Dude, the ladies are showing up. Share the stream. Today we're going to be going over some of the most important details of the Tyler Russell trial. The Tyler Robinson trial. Yeah, I mean, kind of nuts. from the very get-go today, it's been crazy. From the very get-go today, it has been crazy. Yo, I just got sent some epic photos. We had a Charlie Kirk memorial today. Yo, Marty Bertao. What the? Good to see you, man. Hey, what's up, Blake Ostler? What's up, Blake Ostler? My white brother? Who is Tyler Russell? Tyler Russell's a good friend. I wonder what he's up to on Kick. What's Tyler Russell doing? Is he playing RuneScape? Addressing the allegations?
For a rainy day.
I wonder what he's up to. Anyways, yeah, good to be with you guys. Man, Twitter's been going crazy. You know, I didn't think that there would be this much controversy after today. This was probably the most boring day of the whole week as far as the trial is concerned. But it was the day that I was able to attend, so I can't complain. Let's let's just open up the Twitter. Let's open up the Twitter. There are a lot of people who have a lot of things to say. We're gonna get to all of them. Yeah, the memorial vigil that we did today was splendid for Charlie Kirk. It was very, very epic. Dude, oh my gosh. Guys, I've had such a long day. So I got up early, got to the trial at 8:30. I know that doesn't sound too early, but it was early for me. It's kind of the time I typically be at work anyways. So, but okay, get this, guys. So I pull up to the trial, and I'm gonna share my screen here. Yo, holy goated flick. Okay, let me just share my screen here, low key, so that you guys can see what I'm messing around with. Dude, I'm gonna down this whole yerba mate. Oh, it's invisible. I'm gonna down this whole yerba mate. I need this. Oh, that's good. It's actually mad good. I might just get a glass of ice water, low key. Would you guys bear with me if I do that? We'll pull up the screen capture. We'll let you guys see the screen. Gotta make an adjustment here, I think. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Okay, pulling up the screen capture. Oh, but I just realized, like, I'm in front of it. My big fat ugly face is in front of it. There we go. Kind of cut myself down. You guys will see in just a second. It's working. Okay. Am I the only Kick viewer? You might be. It's so late. What's up, Mormon Girl 007? Yeah, I think you are the only Kick viewer right now. See, I always get started with these streams super late. I feel bad about that. What's up, Willie TV? It's invisible because the room is actually green screen. Good catch. How many milligrams caffeine are you running on today? This is only 400. This is a crisp, even 400. Nothing that crazy, honestly. Kind of rookie numbers. I bought some more mate. It should be coming in the mail soon. Anyway, dude, super goated flick by Charles McClintock. I gotta follow this guy. Dude, this is the guy who took the photo that ended up in the New York Times of me. Total goat. Great photo. Well done. It's kind of weird that I look so happy. Like somebody had just said something and I was like smiling, I think, to a friend. But it does make me look kind of like a psychopath. It's like me pulling up to the trial. Anyway, this is what we'll get into. This is what we want. So I was at the pre-trial, and actually we won't even start with this. We want to start with, I'll go by latest. Okay, maybe this isn't even what we want either. Yeah, this isn't even what we want either. We want... Yeah, this is not what we want. What we want, I wonder, you know, let's just look up Alex Clark. That'll work. All right, Alex Clark. She's blocked me. So it's difficult for me to, you know, interact or see any of her stuff. But where is this tweet here? Because she replied. Yo, she's retweeting Sarah Clark? What the? Anyway. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Okay. More. So Frontlines TPUSA puts out more Jack Posobiec arrives at Utah's 4th Judicial District Courthouse ahead of Day 5 of the Tyler Robinson preliminary hearings. Now, look who that is in the back. I kind of cut myself out there for a second. Hold on. So you can tell I'm kind of staggering behind. It looks like I'm rolling up with them because this is like a 5-second clip. So Frontline's TPUSA posts this. Prax Ben, love this. kaiclips arrives on scene to eviscerate Tyler Robinson. You know, few people know this. They actually pulled me in to act as an expert witness. Now, you guys may not know this, but they actually pulled me in to act as an expert witness, actually. Yo, what the freak? The AI mod? Can somebody adjust the AI mod? Deseret Kansan can't even say Kraka in the mod. All right, hold up. We got to figure out how to make this work. It's a big mess. It's a whole mess. Sorry about that, Deseret Kansan. That's my bad. Yeah, okay, Apollo Savan. All right, chill. We're here. We made it live. That's what matters. We made it live. We made it live, and if you want to support the show, you can go to powerchat.live/kaiclips. I don't know how long we'll go. Maybe, you know what? Should we even keep this stream for tomorrow? I'm kind of debating it because we have an episode of Out of Touch to do anyway, and the stream is going so late right now that I don't even think we're going to get the viewership on it that we want. We've got like, what, 30 people on? Like, I think it's a little too late. Yeah, I'm going to let you guys vote in the chat. I'm definitely doing a show tomorrow. See, I don't know. If people from X, because I know there was a lot of emotion on X. If people from X really want me to address this stuff, maybe I will. Maybe I jump into a space. But honestly, I think I'd rather just do this tomorrow. I mean, there's not going to be new news unless somehow tomorrow they like find a way of freeing up the video that we saw in court, and then it makes my commentary wholly irrelevant. Yo, what's up, Theophilus Bartholomew? Huey says, yeah. Keep the big stuff for tomorrow. Let's just chat tonight. Yeah, that's a good call. I agree. I don't think I'm going to go over the actual video. I was going to kind of break it down in depth, but I'm just too tired. It's too chill. It's too chill of a live stream. I didn't even bother putting up my green screen because I just wanted to, jump live. Because I did want to, I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to be a man of my word. And, and it's tough. I'm so tired. A long day, man. You know what's crazy? Chris Burnett followed me on Twitter again. School starts on Monday, bro. I'm not talking about Monday. I'm saying tomorrow, Saturday. My bad. Yeah, anyway, they were bringing me in. Oh, no, it starts for you. My bad. Yeah, they were bringing me in actually as an expert witness to testify as to Tyler Robinson's physiognomy, actually. They were bringing me in as an expert witness to testify to his physiognomy. And I testified to the court that based on physiognomy alone, it seems very clear that he did commit the murder. He's kind of murderous eyes. Anyway, though, so I pull up, and then freaking Jamie Mitchell, who is she's the founder of Gays Against Groomers. Crazy, proud American Jew, America First, pro-Israel, anti-woke. What's this? This is like a very uncomfortable interview. Anyway, so she replies. She says to this tweet, which is literally just reporting that I like pulled up at the same time, and she says, "Why the f is Groper General Kai Schwimmer accompanying Jack Posobiec to the hearing? Charlie Kirk spent the last few years of his life vehemently opposing this faction of the right, only for his close friend to embrace them immediately after his death. Disgraceful." Jamie, how do you think Jack Posobiec got to the hearing? How do you think he got there? You think he just pulled up? You think they just let him in because he's Jack Posobiec? No, he was invited. Like this whole line of like, his close friend is embracing him immediately after their death. It's like, dude, he was invited by Erica to be there. What are you even talking about? Why aren't you there? Hey, Miss Jamie Mitchell, why aren't you there? I don't know. That whole line of questioning is just very ridiculous to me. But I hit her with the I walked all the way around the building when I arrived around 8:30, and as I came back to the entrance, I saw Kevin and Jack, who I recognized from AmFest. We didn't arrive together. Your time would be better spent focusing on the trial instead of engaging in tabloid gossip. Banger! Yeah, I don't have a soundboard, so maybe we just like pull up, like, hold on. YouTube, bomb sound effect. Not bomb timer. No. Let's go. Yeah, take that, Jamie. Take that, Jamie. Anyway, so that's the situation. Summoning Meow on Kick. Yeah, it's actually crazy, dude. You literally just posted the cat twerking and then Meow Grover popped out. That's actually nuts. That's actually nuts how you just summoned him like that. Gazing against groomers. She doth protest too much. So true. Kai, we saw you in the Little Red Deuce coupe sitting in Jack's lap. Dude, what even are these conversations? I pull up at 8:30. I see Taylor Hanson, my buddy, and then I walk around to the front of the courthouse to see a photographer that I had been working with yesterday. Wait, is this live? Of course this is live. What do you think? I'm going to pre-record this? So I go around, I say hi to the photographer, turn back around, and then as I am there, Jack Posobiec and Kevin Posobiec get out of what I believe was like a large black SUV. It wasn't like a red coupe. Maybe that was a thing another day. I haven't been there every day, so I have no clue. I saw people saying that. But yeah, then I said hi to him. I literally shook their hands. In the video, I'm shaking the cameraman's hand. If I had rolled up with them, why would I be shaking, or not the cameraman, their security guy. If I had rolled up with them, why would I be shaking hands with the guys that I've been rolling up with the entire time? That doesn't even make any sense. So anyway, that was just an important thing. But, you know, Jamie Mitchell's out here freaking out. It's like, hey, Jamie, can we stay on topic? Hey, Jamie, could we, you know, maybe instead of doing exactly the thing that has distracted so much from the actual violent extremism that exists in the right, or not in the right wing, Freudian slip, in the left wing, maybe instead of doing exactly what has been distracting from that, which is right-wing infighting, which is the stupid, gossipy, you know, playground, childlike cancel culture, maybe instead of engaging in that tabloid gossip, maybe we focus on the trial. Maybe instead of asking about, you know, the motives of Jack Posobiec, who was invited there by Erica herself, maybe you show up. Maybe just like maybe just be there for the trial. She doth protest too much. Anyways, did you say hi to Charles McClintock Wilson? Oh, the photographer? Yeah, I did say hi to him as well. I said hi to him as well. Yeah, I said hi to him. He was around at the front where the photographers were, and then I came back and I saw him as well. And I actually, like, I really didn't know who he was until he told me that he was the guy that got the photo that was included in the New York Times. And I was like, oh, epic. Breck Jensen says, the evidence to me feels like he did, but I don't know. That text exchange has me feeling like it was so scripted. Like, has anyone seen how Gen Z texts each other? Yeah, I would totally text that way. I totally would text that way. And then you add to it that he's like so terminally online that it's like kind of fringe. It's like the fringe guy texting. I totally get that. Like him saying my love or stuff like that. That's I think it's totally normal. Everybody was freaking out about the fact that he said vehicle. I say vehicle, dude. People overestimate the nonchalantness of Gen Z, especially the nonchalantness of exposed, hyper autistic Gen Z. Are you going on the Daily Wire soon? Luke Combs said someone is going on in a couple of weeks to talk about politics, religion, and LDS. When did he say that? See, here's the thing. I don't know how much I can dox. I've heard from a couple people that supposedly I am, but I have not, like, that has not been arranged. So, as far as I know, that's not in the works. But I don't know. Yeah, it's also just a Utah way of texting. That could be true. I don't know though. I think it makes sense. To me, it makes sense. Like, I'm Gen Z and I read it and it was totally normal. I could totally see that. And also, we know it's his phone. Like, we literally know it was on his phone. There's a photo of the text on his phone, on Lance's. Maybe we don't know if it's Tyler's. Did we have photos of Tyler's? I'm not sure. First trans roommate? We have no idea how they text. Well, it's not the trans roommate that was texting weird. It was Tyler. Andrew Wilson quoted Kai on X. Can I ask how you ended up? Dude, this Francesco guy really gets under my skin, man. Can I ask how you ended up in that courtroom? At TPUSA, who are aware that I have been following the trial and live only 7 minutes from where it occurred and where the trial is taking place. That is why I imagine I was invited. But I can't. But I don't know. I'm just gonna tweet that. That's what I believe. Careful of the docs, Kai. What docs? What docs? Am I doxing myself? Is there some info that I'm doxing myself on? Dude, and people just get so uppity about this. More contradictions from eyewitnesses in the courts. Dude. Yeah, it's not a contradiction. Anyway, so yeah, Brandy says, dude, I want to get into this tomorrow. I don't want to get into all of this. I don't want to get into all of this right now. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. I did actually dox that. Yeah, I live close by. I mean, people know that I live in Utah County. I live in this area. See, nobody actually knows what's going on. And people say way too much. W. Andrew Wilson, let's go. What's the comment say? Bro. Yeah, it totally does. Dude, the people saying Tyler Robinson met with TPUSA officials, he probably like saw one student and was like, oh, what's the event going to be like? The fact that people are developing this into a whole, like, he met with them and was like conspiring with them, absolutely not. And how typical is it that a murderer stakes out the place where he's going to shoot, especially if it's at an event? I mean, think about Travis Bickle, dude. Imagine Travis Bickle. You know what he was doing when he was trying to assassinate Senator Palantine? He was staking it out. He was hanging out with the security guards and whatnot. W. Andrew Wilson. Putting the W in Wilson. Yeah, and then people are like people just cite others and are like, not true. Look at what this person said on Twitter. Dude, you can't trust anything that people say on Twitter besides me, besides what I said, besides the thing that I said is true. But yeah, Chris Burnett followed me again. I wonder if he still thinks that I'm Kaiser Rev. Yo, Grave Man, Leaky Gut. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yo, Wide Peepo. I love that. I'm loving that. Good to see you, gentlemen. How are you doing tonight? Papa Clutch. Hey, yo, Papa. What's your problem with Andrew? Is it my problem with Andrew? Because I've spoken out about Andrew before, and then he saw me and was super nice, and I felt bad and I repented, and I got a hug from Rachel. I wonder if he's saying anything. No, he hasn't said anything. Francesco's quiet now. You're real quiet now, Francesco. Anyway, though, so on that tweet, on the tweet that we were looking at before, this one, guess who's in the comment section, bro? So check this out. So Taylor Hansen, W correction. And then Laura Loomer's over here. Wow, I noticed yesterday he rolled up to the hearing in a red sports car. Too bad. And his brother had him, filmed him like paparazzi. Very weird and attention seeking. So Laura Loomer's in the replies. And then, get this. Get this. Alex freaking Clark gets into the replies here too. Alex Clark says, it's an absolute disgrace. Everyone has short-term memory, but I don't. So Alex Clark, we have not interacted in like 5 years. I have not interacted with Alex Clark in 5 years. You want to know the extent of our interaction? The extent of our interaction is I posted a comment on a post that she posted on Instagram, and it was like a photo of her and her 3 or 2 friends, and they were sitting on like the dock of a bay watching the tide. No, never mind. But they're sitting on the dock of a bay, and they're like facing away from the camera, and they just all have their tops off. Like they have their bikinis off. And I posted in the comments like, what about this is conservative? Or maybe I called her a booby conservative, and she blocked me, and I guess hasn't gotten over it since. I think she must still hate me, because she's out here opping it up in my replies. So what the freak is going on there? Anyway, so it looks like a lot of people have problems with Jack. But crazy that I was catching these strays. Nobody cares. So true, Dixie Leach. So true. Kai guy versus or over any lesbian. I appreciate that. Thank you. And people tagging Conceptual James. What are you, a hall monitor? What are you, a hall monitor? What's going on? So, why is the homosexual Mormon manlet? Bro, that's crazy. Anyways, so that was interesting. And I just like can't with this anymore. You know, some guys in the replies calling me a Zio-cuck. It's like, you guys, you don't even know who I am. Oh, and also, one of the interesting things that I just saw as we were pulling up YouTube is over here. Maybe not. Dean Withers suffers insane career-ending humiliation. Yo! Huge super chat. What the? Based? Based?
At Deseret Fomer sent $0 on Slush Fund 2. Also order Taco Bell so they can give me half your order again.
$0? $0? Did it say 0? That was 50. It wasn't 0. Anyway, hey, Slush Fund 2. Thank you so much. Yeah, the Grand Slush Fund. So true. So true. Also order Taco Bell so they can give me half your order again. No, I'm not going to just feed you my orders. Where was this? Yeah. We'll talk more about what happened in the court. We'll talk more about what happened in the court tomorrow when we really dive into it. Where is the, is it just gone? Dude, Sneeko, that's crazy. Sneeko being there is actually crazy. Preventing, hold on, listen. That's a classic. Okay, now where the freak is the thing? I'm just gonna look up Jubilee. So we got Jubilee surrounded. You know how I was talking to you guys? Watching Kai just scroll? Shut up. Hey, as if you were gonna do anything different. As if you were not just gonna like scroll your life away. Isn't it better to watch me scroll? Yeah, Sneeko needs to be deported. So freaking true, dude. Thoughts on Messi colluding with FIFA to rig the World Cup? That's like such an insane level of cope. Like imagine being so good at the game that you literally have, like, you become Israel. People say that Messi's like Israel. It's only because everybody blames all of their problems on him. Don't get me wrong, I still don't like Israel and I do like Messi. But it's like they literally have to claim that the entirety of FIFA is rigged to get around the fact that Argentina is just the best team in the freaking cup. To be fair, they have the easiest bracket. I'm not going to deny that. He literally winked at the ref. Oh my gosh, dude. And then what? And then the soccer ball had too much weight in it, and then the microphone exploded. What are you going to tell me next? Dude, okay. Nuke Dimitis says, your testimony about today's drama would be much more believable and appreciated if you just bore it now. I believe you are waiting to be handled. Tell your story. Bro, if that's like, if you come in to watching my live stream with the expectation that I am awaiting to be handled, like having talking points fed to me, then frankly, any information I give you is going to be filtered through a lens that is not good faith. You've communicated in that message to me an inability to view the situation with any amount of good faith. If you think that I'm just waiting for it to be handled, I want the most amount of people to see my response to it, and I want to be able to address it in a professional way. And the way that I've set up the live stream tonight is not the most professional, and that's why I've avoided addressing the specifics of it. It gives me more time tomorrow, which is when I typically do my stream. But it's like, dude, come on. I believe you are waiting to be handled and fondled and touched. You've already delayed 3 hours. I haven't delayed, dude. You see, okay, Nunk Dimitis, I'm like so close to literally just banning you from my chat. I didn't delay 3 hours. You know what I was doing? I had the trial that went from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. I got out of the trial, and for the next hour, I was talking to the media and giving my impressions literally only an hour after it had ended of the actual video. So there is, by the way, a perfect record of what my exact beliefs and impressions of the video are that were recorded by KUTV, by Heidi Hatch, by a couple other journalists as well, literally in the exact same hour that court was adjourned. So don't come to me about this whole, like, I'm waiting to be handled. Second of all, I have a job. I was working from 1 to 5. I get off of work, I have lunch, and then after I have lunch, I get a call that I need to do more work at my job, the real job that I have. So I do that job, and then I have to go drive out to the University of Utah Valley University, I should say, because there was a vigil that we were holding, and I was getting there late anyway. I got there 30 minutes late at 7:30. I gave a speech. I hung out. We got done at 9. I have a buddy who's in from out of state. We went and got dinner. I got home at 11. And then at 11, I had to go and do more stuff for work because we were running out of time to do it. I had to drive to 4 different locations trying to buy gift cards. And then I got on the stream, and at midnight, I got on a live stream despite the fact that nobody is obligating me to be on. It's literally just this honor system that I have with myself. And yet I am met with this idea that I've been waiting and delaying it 3 hours because I'm waiting to be handled. Get out of here. If that's your perception of my life, adios. I don't care to tell you my opinion because you don't respect my opinion. You don't treat it with good faith. You assume the worst. You don't come in with any amount of good faith. And if you don't come in with good faith, I have no reason to even give you the information because I think you will mishandle it. I'm here to talk to responsible individuals who can think through things clearly. Also, yeah, you said you were going to talk about it today. Now you aren't. I did talk about it today, actually. I talked about it to the news. I posted about it on Twitter, literally in the car on the way to the stream because I knew I was going to get here late. What are you talking? Dude, you're actually spiking my cortisol. Shill? A shill to who? A shill for what? Tell me. Tell me who. Who am I shilling? I'm shilling myself. powerchat.live/kaiclips. That is the only thing that you will find. I'm shilling myself. powerchat.live/kaiclips. You literally talked about it at the vigil. Yeah, at the vigil, I literally give a perfect account of what the video showed and my impressions of it. Who's handling me? Dude, somebody's fondling me. Chill for your church state? Bro, what does that even have to do with anything? Dude, you're just like throwing darts at a wall. What are you even talking about? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm letting this guy cortisol spike me like crazy. I am letting this guy cortisol spike me. Yeah, get a load of this guy. Hey, dude, you're going out. It's like, dude, it's, whatchamacallit. Dude, we're all Kai shills. We are all Kai shills right now. Yup. Yeah, you know what? I am shilling my church state. Yeah, I am actually shilling the great state of Deseret. Thanks for noticing. Yeah, no, this guy's literally just rage baiting me. I'm looking at his comments now. He's rage baiting me. Who even is this guy? Nunc Dimittis. Yo, chat, somebody look into this guy. Somebody tell me. Yo, chat, tell me where this guy lives. That's a joke. I don't want anybody taking that serious. Yo, chat, tell me where this guy lives. Yo, tell me his full name and address. That's a joke. That is a joke, guys. I hope you guys all know that is a joke. Please, nobody do that. Nobody actually do that. I may or may not be investigating him, though. Ooh, anyways, I'm gonna stop getting rage baited. Not going to allow the rage bait to continue. Ooh, anyways, hey, shut up. Got his grandma's IP address. Nice. I've been tagging Kai all night. Wait, where? Like on Twitter? Dude, let's hop into a chat. Let's do it. Oh, is that you? Hold on. Just tag me. We'll hop into a live stream. Are you the one that just said assume the worst? You're a Mormon, so that's the baseline. Brother. YouTube comments are pay to win. So true. Yo! Money! Thank you, friend. W Kai Shell? Yo, W Kai Shell in the chat.
Fire Falcon 1600 sent $5 $5 to lower the.
Yo, let's flip and go. $5 to lower the cortisol. Hey, thank you, man. You did. You lowered my cortisol. I appreciate you, man. Love you, big guy. All right, tag me. I'm ready. Am I correct in that they don't show him taking the shot in the video? Have they said why they've removed that part? Okay, so this is the issue. Is you had people claiming, like, I think Benny Johnson and Jack Posobiec and some others, they claimed that you see him taking the shot. Now, I don't think this is an intent to be dishonest. And I think that's actually, like, it is an accurate claim. The only problem is it depends on what you extrapolate from that. If what you mean is that you see Tyler Robinson the entire time and you see him like get into the prone position with what we presume is a rifle and then run away after the exact moment the shot rings out, then yes, it shows him taking the shot. But if, and this is what, Brandy and some others have been interpreting from that. If what you want is a clear depiction of like a trigger being pulled, that's not what the video shows. That's what I want to be clear about, right? And so the miscommunication on this piece of evidence lies in the fact, I said this in my tweet, it lies in the fact that people have varying degrees of underlying assumptions. If your underlying assumption is that the person in the video who's climbing up the staircase is Tyler Robinson, there is no way that the person on the roof is not Tyler Robinson. And if you believe that that there was a shot that came from the top of the Losi building, then by, you know, just what's the law? It's like, I forget, there's a specific law about like following consequence. Anyway, it's just very clear that Tyler Robinson is in the video taking the shot. However, if you do not believe the person in the stairwell is Tyler Robinson, despite the fact that he was positively identified as such by Lance Twiggs, by others, by the police officers, if you don't believe that's Tyler Robinson, then any of the claims after the fact are not as easy to make. Which means to you, when you hear the video shows Tyler Robinson taking the shot, you're not hearing the video shows the person who has been traced on these video cameras ascending the stairwell, getting out of his car, walking down the stairwell with the gun in his pocket, and then getting onto the roof and shooting it. You're not hearing that. You're hearing, oh, okay, this piece of evidence must obviously depict, clearly show the physical characteristics that prove it is Tyler Robinson and show like a literal like trigger pulling motion. And that is not what the evidence shows. Is that a problem? I don't think so. Like I said, and I said this in my tweet, I have no doubt that the individual who ends up on the roof is Tyler Robinson, because there's a very clear movement, like chain of movement, very clear logic chain as well in what he does, in how he acts. And the video that we were shown contains a wider view, like a more southward pan that shows the entirety of the roof, including where Tyler Robinson goes from the stairwell to jump over the railing onto the roof that he eventually shoots from. So to me, I don't think it's inaccurate to say that the video depicts Tyler Robinson taking the shot. You see him during the entirety of the events. You see him as he gets up the stairwell, as he gets over the railing, walking across the roof, getting into a prone position, and then right at the time, because there's, you know, a time marking on the video, right at the time that the shot is taken, he then gets up, runs across. You see him cut across kind of the atrium, so he disappears for a second. Then you see him jump off the roof, like in the video we've all seen, like in this video right here. Where, and this is grainy, like the video we had was better quality than this. It was much better quality. So I don't think it's wrong to say that the video depicts Tyler Robinson shooting the rifle. But if you don't even think that's Tyler Robinson, of course you're not going to agree that it shows Tyler Robinson shooting it. So anyway, that's kind of the reason for this miscommunication. The video we saw was more enhanced. It had a much wider pan. That was the thing that was authentically new to me. But yeah, anyway. It's there. I don't even know if this Nunk guy is still around, but that's part of my explanation. You coaxed it out of me. Dude, he still didn't tag me. What's going on? Why do you think TPUSA is trying to steer the conversation? What are they worried? What? Dude, should I even write this, dude? Are they still pursuing the death penalty? Are they still perusing? I think perusing is the wrong word. They're still pursuing it, is I think what you mean to ask, Seth. Maybe you mean perusing. Yeah, he literally confessed. See, that's the other thing. So real. And yeah, Candace is a grifter. Absolutely. That's like just clear as day. No worries, Seth. No worries, Seth. Oh, hold on. I forgot I'm screen sharing. Let's, dude, let's play this song. Oh, no! Dude, you know what we're gonna play? We're gonna play In the Shower by Home Shake. I love this album, dude. Oh, dude, I love this album so much. Yo! Sneaks! Oh, my goatness. Oh, my goatness, dude. Love you, big guy. What the? Thank you.
$25.
Hey, thank you, Sneaks. Appreciate you, man. I am also a Kai Shill. Yeah, Deseret nationalism and Kai Shilling. Truth. The Beamers are swarming. Truth. Yeah, gents. Yeah, gents. Viewership's actually not bad right now. Let's keep going for a while. I see, I don't even know if I should dignify this guy with a response, though. It's like, again, there's no good faith here. I tagged him. He won't play the Tim Ballard video. Where did you tag me? On X? Also, we're not talking about Tim Ballard. We're talking about the Charlie Kirk assassination, dude. Stay on topic. Anyway. See, I don't even know. Francesca says, why do you think TPUSA is trying to steer the conversation? Probably because, like, the CEO of the company got killed. Like, I don't think that's at all unreasonable. Like, am I tweaking? Like, is it unreasonable for TPUSA to have a vested interest in, like, you know, if people are saying that that Charlie Kirk's wife, the CEO's wife, murdered him, is it really unreasonable that they'd want to steer the conversation away from, like, an accusation of, like, insurance fraud and, like, assassination? Is that a ridiculous... I completely even disagree with this premise. Like, what kind of a claim is that? In any other case, why would it be unreasonable for somebody to want to steer the conversation around, like, a high-profile assassination? That's not a weird thing to do. I'm not dignifying it with a response. Adios. It's just not good faith. What are they worried will happen if they don't pack the room with influencers and give them marching orders? It makes zero difference. You understand that it's not just it's not just friends of Erica Kirk or TPUSA that are there in the courtroom. Now, you understand that there are 2 full rows in the courthouse packed with people who represent Tyler Robinson or who are his family members or friends, and there were several who were there that I spoke to, including Brandy. Brandy and Billy were 2 of the young women who were there. And they don't believe that Tyler Robinson acted alone. They were there in the courthouse, and they have an entirely different understanding of what actually happened. And that's okay, dude. Like, this idea that TPUSA can monopolize the court, that's not how that works. And if anything, if we want to go by the true facts of the case, the only thing that TPUSA or Erica Kirk or their legal counsel has done in steering conversation, besides just, like, statements they make on their social media, which are like, okay, yeah, the parents commented on the murder of their son. That's insane. Why would they do that? The only other thing that they have said has been the attorney going up during the pretrial and saying that they're upset at a lack of transparency. That's something we all want. We want more transparency. So to the extent that they have steered the conversation, it's not because of the influencers. It's actually been because of the attorney who has spoken out in favor of more transparency in the process. I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm glad they did that. If it were not for the statement put out on social media, I think, what was it, day 2 or 3 of the trial, of the pretrial, I don't think we would have had as much transparency in the court as we ended up getting. So anyways, cheers to that. Yo, Meow, are you down to play some Siege? I need some Siege right now. Iceman says, I'm looking at the 30,000 foot view, which is that this was an opportunity to crush the left and the bag was fumbled. Remember this when a democratic socialist president bans being straight and free speech. 100% true. 100% true. And the most pathetic thing is that you have people like here, or no, it was before. You have people like, where is she? Jamie Mitchell, who wants to make this about Jack Posobiec, who has been invited there personally, and myself. Like, why would you do that? Have we learned nothing? The Goyim. The Goyim are too stupid. Actually, she's not Goyim. I'll be blocked soon. Nunk, I don't block anybody. I don't block anybody, Nunk. Don't worry, twin. You gotta do Black Ops Zombies again sometime? True. Dude, what's up, Hawkeye Void? How about some Halo 3? That would be good. Yo, Benny Vici says, listo para el partido mañana, loco. Para los partidos, genio. Vamos a ver a ¿cómo se dice? Noruega y a Inglaterra. Y obviamente van a ganar los noruegos, porque los de Inglaterra son unos vendepatrias, son unos ladrones que nos robaron las Malvinas, así que ellos tienen que morir. Y bueno, obviamente Argentina va a ganar contra, ¿cómo se llamaba? Suiza. Claro. Yo, what the? Holy moly. Huge super chat. Goodness glorpus. Goodness glorpus habeas corpus.
At BP for America sent $99 on appreciate you and your work.
Dude.
Thanks for keeping it.
Dude, huge super chat. Thank you so much, man. BP for America, I love you, big guy. Yo, give it, yo, WBP. Everybody post BP in the chat. I've had this on replay forever. It's like I'm just aura farming like crazy. Anyway, though, so yeah, not a fan of Jamie Michelle. What are we even doing? Also, Nunk, you haven't said anything in my notifications. Like you have not said anything. You said you were gonna tag me. You have not tagged me. Thank you guys for reposting the stream. Love you very much. Dude, you guys are crushing it on YouTube tonight. And then, I mean, look, we also had or hold on, we're off by $30. Sorry guys. Hold on, I gotta adjust the goal by $30. We're actually at $129. $129.99 is what we're at right now. Thank you guys. You've been killing it. It gets a little messy sometimes because, you know, the YouTube isn't well integrated into PowerChat. Black Ops 3 is the best COD game. You can't convince me otherwise. Emma Rebecca, it's the best zombies, but it's not the best COD game. The best COD game... Yo, you guys want to hear something crazy? The best COD game is Modern Warfare 2019. If we get past all the... What is that noise? If we get past all of the nostalgia of Modern Warfare 2, the OG, and Modern Warfare, the OG, and Black Ops 2, the OG, if we get past all of that, I think it is plain to see that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 is the best Call of Duty game. Gunfight, tremendous. Revolutionary, so much fun. Nobody cares about the other game mode. And then the multiplayer was 100% the best multiplayer we've had in modern COD history. The guns were fun. The customization was great. The camos were great. Game modes were awesome. Yeah, big fan of that. Yo, Jordan, hey, thank you for the, what? Dude, what the? Holy freaking moly, man. Huge super chats.
At BP4 America sent
BP4 America is
$99 on
killing it tonight. Who is this Chad? Who is this total Chad? Yo! Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Brandon. Man, you guys are actually slaughtering it. Well, now I actually have to do the calculations. Hold on.
Sent $99
Now I gotta pull out the calculator. All right, guys. So we had what is that? 199 plus 49.99 plus 49.99 plus 50 plus. Hold up. Where is this? So 199, 499, 499. Sneaks. Hold on. So Fire Falcon had 5. Okay. Sneaks had 25. And then we had... Yeah, then we had the 50 by Deseret Foamer. So we're at 181.97. Dude, crazy. Sorry, I'm on my accountant grind. And they said I couldn't be treasurer. Did you guys see how I whipped up those numbers? Did you see how I whipped up those numbers real quick? That's crazy. And they said I couldn't be treasurer. Man, that's crazy. Yo, Kevin stopped by. That's crazy. We just missed each other. Kevin and I just missed each other. That's crazy. I feel like I'm saying that a lot. Roasting Dan Bilzerian, real. I can get behind that. What's Officer Tatum saying?
If there is a probable cause
Hold on.
for trial being in there, how do you think this is going to go?
Well, I think it's clear as day. It couldn't have been no greater evidence. There's no way on planet Earth, and I'll put my life and career on it, that he's going to be found with probable cause. I mean, the evidence is damning, it's overwhelming, every aspect of it, DNA evidence, testimony, confessions, he turned himself in. I mean, you name it, it's there. Anybody that deny that is lying to themselves. I think the real question is, will he plead guilty or will he try to take it to a jury trial, which I'm confident he will lose in that trial.
Do you think that if he does plead guilty, they're just going to try and go for a plea deal? That's kind of what I've been saying.
I have a feeling, and I'm just saying, if I was the family, there's no plea agreement. He don't get an agreement.
I agree.
He need to be put to death for what he did.
Dude, he said that so cold. Man, you know, if that was me, man, if I was the family, there would be no plea deal. He need to be put to death for what he did. He need to be put under the jail. He need to be killed as soon as possible. Bad things need to happen to him right now, imminently. If I was the family, I would put a incantation on him and ensure that 7 bloodlines at least will be decimated. Yo! And there it is. Now the goal is met. 1803. Thank you, Sneaks. And there it is.
Sneaks sent $18.03. Now the goal is met.
Thank you, man. And now the goal is superseded. What the? It's not up to the Kirks. It's between the defense and the state. Yeah, but I think the state is going to push for... Dude, the governor's literally pushing for capital punishment. I think the state's going to push for capital punishment.
What did you think of the Lego protest in AF, and when you going back on all those in favor?
Dude, what did you think of the Lego protest? Dude, the Lego protest was awesome. I was so upset that I was in California when that happened. I was in California when the protest happened. If I had not been there, I would have been at the protest. It would have been cool to meet Reckless Ben. It would have been very cool. And when am I going back on all those in favor? Dude, I'm going to send these guys a message right now. You know, I did that last time and we set it up and we ended up recording the video about the Lego issue. So, you know. Yo, BB4 America says there was a red card for Spain. Oh, dude, it's over for them. Argentina wins. Or no, Spain. Yeah, Spain has to play probably Argentina next, right? Am I getting the bracket mixed up? All right, let me text them right now. Let me text Caden Baylor. Dude, whenever we make content, it actually blows up. When they posted my Michael Knowles clip, it got like 1 million views. And then we did all those in favor and it became like the biggest video on the channel. So I'm kind of like I'm like an algorithm lightning rod for good and for evil. You know, it's bad because when I run for treasurer or when I get appointed to be the chief deputy in the Utah County Clerk's office, there's like 1 billion articles that come out against me. So I'm a lightning rod for hate, but simultaneously I'm a lightning rod for the algorithm. And that's also, you know, if you think about it, that's why I'm a lightning rod for hate, is because people who hate me just want to be boosted in the algorithm. So that's what it is.
At Emma_Rebecca_podcast sent $99 on Can I Interview You Someday?
Yeah, for sure. 100%. 100%. Absolutely, Emma. It's not true. Your videos always bomb on our show. Brando, shut the flip. Hey, yo, Brando, shut the flip up, bro. Hey, yo, Brando, shut the flip up. That's because you got me talking about some goofy, yeah. You got me talking about something goofy, bro. All right, let me look this up. All right. Latter Daily Saints. Dude, you know what did not bomb? Okay? Bro's talking about your videos always bomb on our channel. Not the case. Let's look this up. Popular videos. Third most popular video of all time, Mormon Kai Schwimmer. Here, check this out. I'm not faking. Third most popular video of all time on the channel, Mormon Kai Schwimmer defends LDS Church on Michael Knowles. Based. Then this. Was I on this one? No. I don't think I was. Was I? No, I wasn't. And then look, okay, maybe I'm not in this one. Maybe I'm not in this one. Maybe I'm not even in this one, or 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 this one. And I might not be in this one, or 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 this one. But I am in this one, and I literally run the show. And I literally ran the show, okay? Okay? Yep. Goated freaking image, too. Look at that epic thumbnail. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. BB4 America sent a gold coin for 10 jewels? What the freak does that even mean? Bro is sending me shekels. Okay, well, I wasn't in this one, or 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 this one. But I am in that one, and that one was a banger, and it popped off. And I might not be in any of these. Maybe I'm in that one.
World 1368 just subscribed on YouTube.
Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate you. But I am in that one. Look at me, man. Anyways. Sorry, I wanted my balance to be 0. Dude, yeah, you're sending me shekels in the chat. What is going on here? The chat is asking when there will be another crossover episode. Okay, I just texted him. Call of Duty Finest Hour? Bro, that's a crazy pull. Some MF are talking about Call of Duty still. Some MF is stuck in the past talking about Call of Duty Finest Hour. That's crazy. Yeah, Rugged World, though, thank you for subscribing to the YouTube. I really do appreciate you for that. Not kidding. Not joking. I do appreciate it. Oh, my bad. What were we on here? Oh, yeah.
Hello and welcome to Checkmate, the debate show where fact-checking your opponent wins you the game.
Freedom of speech is protecting freedom of speech that you hate.
Nope. Black kids that come from the wealthiest families commit the same amount of crime, or even more than, for example, white kids that come from like $30,000.
Based? Freaking based? When did this guy get so freaking based? Hold on, Matt Nucleo's freaking based?
Median household income. Perfect. Get that one.
You want to bet $100?
Sure, I'll bet $100.
Okay, bet.
Yo, I actually want to see that. Okay, guys. Hey, thanks for doing this live, Kai. Hey, of course, Maddie. I feel kind of bad because we moved off of the shooting, the Tyler Robinson footage. We can still actually get to some of that. I'm gonna be going over it again tomorrow, much more in depth, like way more in depth. So you'll want to be there tomorrow for that. So my apologies if you came just for that, and now we're like off to Jubilee. But this is the new Jubilee series that I did. It's called Checkmate. It's a fact checking. It's Actually if it was a YouTube series.
I'm your host, Paris Rose, and today
Hi, Paris.
It's liberals.
Isn't it crazy that they made her the host? Not because like we know her from anything, but it's just like kind of crazy optics.
Versus conservatives. Let's meet the liberals.
Hold on, guys.
Liberals versus.
Okay, I'll move my face. Okay, so the conservatives are much more melanated. As always, white, liberal, fascists. Crazy, bro.
Versus conservatives. Let's meet the liberals.
You got Venmo?
Hey, I'm
of course
Mason.
I got
I'm
Venmo.
a progressive.
Hi, I'm Evan. I'm a leftist.
Hi, I'm Hunter, and I'm a No Kings progressive.
Hi.
My brother. You did not gotta, dude, oh my goodness. You do not have to add all that, bro. That's like back in the day when, that's like the equivalent of saying like I'm a neo-libertarian phalangist. I'm a No Kings progressive. What does that even mean? That is so redundant. My name's Kai Schwimmer, and I'm a Black Lives Matter progressive. My name is Kai Schwimmer, and I'm a no guns progressive. Just say you're a progressive, dude. You don't gotta be all you don't gotta spice it up. You don't gotta spice it up crazy style, man. You are not special, dude. You are not special. And I'm a No Kings progressive. That's gonna be real tough to progress towards, buddy. Yeah, we've been living under a constitutional monarchy forever. Billy Joel says for the longest time, even. Yeah, Hawkeye Void. My name is Kai Schwimmer, and I'm a fishback conservative. My name is Kai Schwimmer, and I'm a Oasis conservative.
I'm Zia.
Like what are these labels again? Hold on.
Let's meet the liberals.
Hey, I'm Mason. I'm a progressive.
Hi, I'm Evan. I'm a leftist.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Hunter, and I'm a No Kings progressive.
Okay, so what's the difference between the first guy and the third guy? So you tell me what on earth you think the first guy wants kings? Oh my goodness.
Hi, I'm Zia. I'm progressive.
Dude, we are even against the British monarchy. That's so true. That's no. He's like a radical No Kings progressive. He's a radical No Kings progressive. Like he doesn't believe in monarchy as a system anywhere in the world. Like he is in favor of destabilizing monarchical regimes. I'm a monarchical interventionist. Anti-monarchical interventionist, where he literally invades and destabilizes and attempts to get like regime change in monarchic countries. Yeah, real.
Liberal. All right, I love the No Kings. All right, and now let's meet the conservatives.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm Micah. I'm a conservative.
I'm Jake. I'm a capitalist.
I'm Matt. I'm a classical conservative.
Matt's he's doing a little bit too much. Classical conservative, it makes a little more sense than a No Kings progressive. Kind of makes a little bit more sense. So I'll give him. I'll let that slide. But like we're getting a little crazy.
And I'm Dominique, and I'm a free market conservative.
So you're a libertarian. I kind of think she's a libertarian.
Players, the game is simple. If the other side says something false,
Link your Venmo. Guys, should I link my Venmo? Why do you want my Venmo? Can't you just go through my super chat? Guys, if I give him my Venmo, is that gonna be? Am I gonna be doxing something? Yo, J-Loma, what's going on?
J. Loma sent $5. Yo, the based Kaiser is back.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I is. Something brought it back to the bands. Kai, I leave on my mission in a month? That's insane, Mormon girl. That is insane. Hey, hope you have a great mission. I hope you have a tremendous mission. Let's, hold on. I'm gonna take a break from this to see what Twitter's up to real quick. All right, guys, what's Twitter up to? Okay. Oh, dude, she made a video about it. Oh, dude, they're live in 9 a.m. Oh, my brother. 9 a.m. is actually crazy, low-key. Okay, I'm going to have to watch this. I'm totally going to have to watch this. What are people saying in our comments? All right. All right. Just as expected. What do you mean just as expected? How do you think I got there? Just as expected. Dude, I hate when people do that. I hate when people like have this faux intellectual response where they're like, exactly as I had anticipated. You are not Sherlock Holmes, bro. You discovered nothing. Bro, what are we doing here? Bro, you're being semi in denial, but you gotta let the pride go. You were misled by a black woman. Hopefully you learned your... All right, Cloud. All right, Cloud. Cloud's taking up the battle on my behalf. Taking up the fight on my behalf.
Beyond probable cause that Tyler Robinson did this. So this is going to trial, or there's going to be a plea agreement. So why bring this?
Yo, that's a based cat. Big fan of that. that's actually a good poke. That's actually a Lance banger. That's a Lance banger. That is a Lance banger, low key. W Lance banger. You know what? He and I, we don't see eye to eye hardly ever these days, but that is a Lance banger. Oh, bro, Sneaks really came up. Sneaks really hit us with the, "Hi, I'm Kai. I'm a new member of the Republican Hype House. I'm an American nationalist and a paleoconservative. I'm a staunch social conservative, and I believe that America is a Christian country. My economic views are mixed, but I believe in putting the workers and families first. I'm an immigration restrictionist, and I oppose what I see." That's not what I said. That's not what I said. I didn't say it that way. I'm an immigration restrictionist, and I oppose degeneracy, including drugs, alcohol, pornography, sex work, and prostitution, all of which I vehemently oppose. I support a universal basic income as a far better alternative to welfare, and I'm pro-life and strongly support the traditional Republican values, or something like that. My goal is to create more educational content and hopefully participate in some engaging debates as well. I didn't say engaging, I just said debates. But banger. Lance is my boy and also don't see eye to eye, but it's all love. See, that's the thing. It's like we came up together. I can't hate him. I haven't switched up on my day ones. I haven't switched up. Freak, the website didn't download the video transcript correctly. Yeah, I don't think it did. I think it kind of messed up there.
Robinson hearing has adjourned for the day.
W Blake, low key. I honestly just see I just see Heidi Hash in my Yo, what the? J-Lo Ma with a 5.
J-Lo Ma sent $5. Yo, the conspiracy larpers kinda cringe when
The
making
sicko
cringe
has
takes
been
even after
deported.
the preliminary hearing and saying bought out by Pusa and their Israeli donors. Lol, all you did is pick up the mic.
Deport the sicko and tell it Sneeko. You know what? That's low-key. That's saving. That's staying in the drafts, low-key. Oh, I hope none of those drafts were really bad. What did that super chat say? I'm sorry, I zoned out. I totally zoned out. The super chat said, "Yo, the conspiracy larpers kind of cringe when making cringe takes even after the preliminary hearing and saying you're bought out by TPUSA and their Israeli donors. Lol, all you did is pick up the mic. I haven't even done a pick up the mic event yet. That's the crazy thing." And I still have no contract. Like, I want to be clear about that. And when I get one, if I get one, I will let you know. Everybody will know. Everybody will know. I'm not finna tell you, but there will be signs. It's gonna be me riding around in a red coupe. Joking. Who's Keith Ortman? Oh, I think I do know him. I don't watch Candace. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Yeah, I think Lance was also involved. I agree with Francesco there. I think Lance was also
Why do you want to join the army, son?
To rape, sir.
Why do you want to join the army, son?
To murder and pillage. And of course, rape, sir.
And why do you want to join the army, son?
To, keep the peace, protect all women and children, sir.
Dude, he really did the yada yada yada. He really did the yada yada yada. Yo! Let's go. Thank you, BB for America, bro. Thank you, man. Guys, should I send this guy my Venmo? Is there anything that's gonna dox me if I send him my Venmo? Somebody tell me, please.
At BP for America sent $99.
Somebody tell me, please. Am I gonna be doxing myself if I give him my my Venmo? Is that like a bad thing? Okay, my Venmo. Should I pull it up, chat? Guys, what if he sends me red coop money? Yo, low key, guys, should I do it? Probably. Bro, I'm the last guy to dox you. Okay, yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true. Okay, I'll send it. I'll send it. I'll send it, I guess. I actually haven't logged into my Venmo in a long time. Yeah, wrong password. Right password, let's go. Send me a code. All right, guys, I can never tell you this code they're about to send. If I tell you this code, it's over. Dude, what even happens if you tell somebody your code? They act like that is the worst thing you could do. They act like if you share your code with somebody, it's like they've got remote access to your computer. Let me... All right, here's my... Yo, what the... what the Sigma? Thank you, Twin. Thank you, Twin and them.
J. Lo Ma sent $5. Yari was low-key cringy and not you won't dox yourself. 304s all put their Venmo and Cash App on their Insta bio.
Yada, yada. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. 304s all put their Venmo on Cash App in their Instagram bio. What do you mean 304s? What does that even mean? Yeah, let me check my privacy settings first, low-key. Okay, they're private. Nice. Past payments. Yeah, I'm finna make that. Yeah, I'm finna make that private. Yeah, I'm finna make that private. And, yeah. I guess that's, kind of it. My Venmo is, well, how should I say this? Dude, how do I even actually, like, get you a link to my Venmo? Is there, like, a way of doing that? Okay, I think it's this. I think that's the link. Maybe that's bad. Maybe that's a bad link. Somebody let me know. Oh, hold on. Go to site. Let's see. Oh no, I think it's legit. I think it worked. I think it worked. Don't think you have talked about your reaction to the Supreme Court ruling on birthright citizenship. I was disappointed. I was very disappointed. I talked about it at a speech that I gave, but I haven't talked about it too much. Oh, 304
J. Lo Ma sent $5. 304s is another.
Bro is not Jotaro, dude. Literally, bro is not Jotaro.
304 it, flip it upside down. It says 803.
Oh, okay. That's too esoteric for me. Kyle looking like a little girl. Shut the freak up, bro. Stop making fun of my bob cut, bro. Stop making fun of my bra. Dude, you just wanted it to make fun of me, man. You just wanted to know my Venmo to make fun of me, didn't you? That's the only reason you wanted my Venmo, to make fun of me, literally. Why I even listen to you people?
Arrest these criminals, soldier.
A uniform does not give you a license to rape.
That's a good point.
Hit your button and our fact checkers will verify it live. If you're right, your team gets a point. And if you're wrong,
Dude, holy
the other
chud
team gets a
physiognomy
point.
all around.
But remember, you can only
Holy
press your
chud
button once
physiognomy
per
all
prompt.
around.
So push it.
Did you
once.
actually send a honey? Did you actually send a honey? That's crazy. Hold on. Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. Do you want to send in a song request with that? Do you want to like send in a song request or like a media request? That's crazy, bro. Thank you, man. Huge shout out. Oh my goodness, Galorpus. What a goat. Actually, what a goat. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. What the? Yo, can I get a yippee? Can we get a yippee in the chat on that one? Nah, just do you, bro. Man, yo, man, you to go for that. I love you. Yeah, can we get a WBP? Can we get a WBP in the chat, please? WBP. What a goat. What a goat. Send a friend request for another day, Kai. I saw that, Lisa. I'm gonna hit that. I'm going to friend you. We are going to become Venmo friends. Yo, BP, you want my Venmo too? Real. Alright, anyway.
You guys ready?
Dude, let me just say, in the most respectful way possible, her outfit on the episode that we filmed right after this was way more suggestive.
You guys ready? Yeah. The first checkmate prompt is, whose policies are better for quality of life and affordability? Liberals or conservatives? Heads or tails?
Heads. Tails.
All right.
Tails never fails. You're gonna win.
Tails.
See?
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Your time starts now.
Okay, so when I think about quality of life, I tend to...
Yo! Let's flip a yo? Kai drooling over... No, that's not true. I am not drooling over chocolate. That is not true. Stop that.
J. Loma sent $5. Yo, Kai is based when I told my girl I want an obedient daughter of God and she says, duh, that's the bare minimum. And can we play the song Adrenaline by Dream?
Based girl? Dude, you gotta figure out how to do the song request like on the super chats. Yeah, we can play the song Adrenaline by Dream. Let me see if you guys can even hear it. I think you guys can hear that. Yeah. We'll scroll Twitter while we do that, while we wait. Oh, I almost doxed. My chats. Oops. No, you are of what? Oh yeah, this is crazy, bro. Yeah, that's insane that this guy thinks these are crisis actors. I literally know this guy. Very nuts. Dude, reports Nico for real. Awesome cat, dude. Awesome cat, bro. They had the video Tyler Robinson take a shot at Charlie Kirk the entire time. Cascade Springs. Yeah, what's up? Crazy Fires, bro. Nuts. Yo, Keith Woods on the Matt Gaetz show? That's actually kind of nuts. W. Keith. You can always tell by the chin. True. Yeah, the physiognomy is actually... Dude, it's the Habsburgs. Dude, the Habsburgs are like... What is going on? The Habsburgs are back, and they're all transgender, and they're gonna kill you. What the freak? Deseret Vomer says, please play El Paso City. Please by Marty Robbins. I love Marty Robbins. We'll do that.
$0 on Please Play El Paso City by Marty Robbins.
You gotta figure out how to do the regular super chats too, but yeah, we'll queue it up. And I'm glad you specified El Paso City. What is this? Oh, there's a cat based.
Any footage of
I had a dream Candace Owens has a penis. That's hilarious, dude. That's hilarious, bro. Oh my gosh.
Have the U.S. team.
Dude,
so Balogun was hit with a red card during last Wednesday's game between the U.S. and Bosnia and Herzegovina. So apparently, since these are two little countries, smaller countries, I should say, you have the U.S. team battling it out between these two smaller countries. Okay, now.
That's crazy, dude. That's nuts. That's actually insane. No, I gotta pause the music. Did you guys just hear that? That's crazy. There's no way. There's no way.
So Balogun was hit with a red card during last Wednesday's game between the U.S. and Bosnia and Herzegovina.
That's
so apparently, since these are two little countries, smaller countries, I should say, you have the U.S. team battling it out between these two smaller countries. Okay, now according to The Athletic,
that's actually insane. That's actually insane. And you know what's so funny? It reminds me of this video. I wonder if I can pull it up. I wonder if I can pull this up. Yeah, here it is. Dude, Gem. Dude, she literally did this meme. Hold on. We'll refresh and we'll zoom in.
Admitted to having two nations playing in this World Cup, which is totally against the FIFA rules. And their defense to this is outrageous, saying that we have 50 states playing. We are all one nation. And Bosnia, you guys just admitted this. FIFA, get on top of this before this game begins. This is absolutely outrageous.
Hey, Bosnia, go tell your friend Herzegovina. Yo, hey, we coming tonight. We gonna beat y'all.
Bosnia has admitted to...
Dude, that's actually crazy, bro. That is actually crazy. I cannot believe that, man.
J. Loma sent $5. Yo, did you see Ronaldo's girl crazy ig story? Talk about attention. 304 holy. If Ronaldo can't keep his women in check, are we cooked? And it's Sneeko, it's Durka Sneeko.
Durka Sneeko. Real, it's Durka Sneeko. Dude, I'm using an Instagram downloader real quick. I'm gonna download that video and I'm gonna post it, and it's gonna be a banger, and everybody's gonna like it. And my computer's gonna get hacked for sure. And we're downloading this. And we are uploading, or we're downloading this. And it has been downloaded, and we are... Nobody. And Kasperian, for some reason, completely unironically. And then I'm gonna post the... Oh, you guys probably... You guys probably shouldn't see that. That's my bad. That's my bad, guys. You probably shouldn't see all my files. You guys probably... Actually, they're all fine. You guys didn't see anything sus. We're good. Phew! Almost had a Bosch moment there. If you know what I'm saying. Almost caught me horsing around. If you catch my drift.
Having two nations did this.
We gonna...
Bosnia has admitted to having
based. Dude, based. That's gonna be, dude, people are gonna love that one. That's a banger. That is a banger. Everybody go boost that. Belgium won. True. Will Witt, let's go. Will Witt's cool. Yo, Gio Scotti, nice. That was a movie clip. I know that looked sussy. That was a movie clip. Dude, I love cats so much. Anyway,
first think about things like healthcare, right? Like you want to live a long time. So I want to first start by talking about affordability with our healthcare in this country. So I assume as a conservative, you're not a fan of Obamacare.
The Affordable Care Act did indeed not make healthcare affordable, but it did decrease the amount of uninsured individuals.
Which is a good thing, I would think, right?
Well, the idea of decreasing those who are uninsured is great, but the affordable part of the Affordable Care Act actually didn't make insurance more affordable. It actually doubled people's premiums. It doubled deductibles by 100+%.
So as I would say, I don't think Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, went far enough, right? We can agree on that. I'm way more progressive than what the Affordable Care Act did. But again, we're talking about affordability in terms of having healthcare cost less in this country. When people go to emergency rooms and they don't have preventative care, that means that we are paying more ultimately as a taxpayer. Is that what you want as a conservative?
No, but again, Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, it decreased network sizes, it decreased physicians within networks, and it hasn't actually produced better healthcare options for Americans. It's increased the cost for privatized health insurance.
Dude, I wish she was not pro-Israel.
But you just admitted people who are more insured.
Being insured, but that insurance not covering what you need, or there being higher deductibles, doesn't mean the outcome is better health care.
But what is better, right? Do you want them to just not be insured at all? Do you want there to be no caps, no insurance,
did you
nothing,
not just
no
hear what
regulation?
I said? Deductibles have increased for families by 100%. So the cost has actually been absorbed by the American people. So I wouldn't say that that's a net benefit just because the number of uninsured decreased from 14% to 8%.
Where should be the...
Can we get to the part where Matt talks about like race realism?
Are much higher in Texas than they are in California. In California, it's about 0.7%. In Texas, it's 1.6 to 1.7%.
States like California.
So when you talk about not being able to afford things, I think you are looking just at a very specific stat. You're looking at housing specifically, right?
That's one of the many different factors. I mean, there's consumption taxes, right? There's local taxes. There's mileage taxes, which have obviously been proposed. All of these things are regressive taxes.
But the problem is that we need to talk specifically about taxes. So the question really is, what are you getting for those taxes, right? So if I live in New York City, okay, and I'm paying a certain tax rate, what I'm getting in return for that is better education, right? I'm getting safer roads. I'm getting
Jake, you pressed your button. What would you like to fact check?
I'd like to fact check her claim about education. New York does not have better education.
Goated?
All right, fact checkers, do your job.
Goated? The American people are tired of women.
And Deseret
said
Fomer
Bernie
sent
Sanders.
$0
That's not me
on the
saying
American
that.
people are tired of women.
That is not me. That is not Deseret Fomer saying that either. That was Bernie Sanders. He said that. And if you don't believe me, look up the clip. Look up Bernie Sanders, the American people are tired of women.
Better than Ritz.
Could have gotten so much more in.
I know.
All right, the verdict is in. Z, you claim that New York City has better education standards than red states because of taxes. The fact checkers have determined that to be false. New York City ranks middle percentile in education, not a leader of the pack among states.
You hate to see it.
I didn't even say because of red states, but okay.
We'll have you return to the podium.
That's what I'm talking
Did
about.
Matt Nuclear really get bullied into getting a bus
Yeah,
cut?
thank
I think
you.
he's probably
I denied you. I denied your greatness.
Hunter, you can start. Your time starts now.
So when did they start talking about
All right, so before they were talking about education, they were actually
policies, right, that have, for example,
California's about 0.2.
well, I do understand that. Sure, but there's different property tax rates depending on which state you're in, obviously. So I'm talking, generally speaking, are houses cheaper in conservative states?
That there are examples on both sides that we would say are bigoted and
Truth in federal policy on Trump administration made a verdict, and they explicit and prominent early priority. On day one, Trump signed an order to restore, quote, biological truth in federal policy, but ordered the DOJ to target supposed radical
country.
Yeah, so we're moving away from the trans stuff, right?
Just for a second. Yeah, I'm not conceding something I didn't argue, but that wasn't what I argued.
That's a very
that's
topic that you really don't.
Hold on, just let me finish what I was going to say.
Conservatives don't have
so in reference to discrimination, just hold on.
Dude,
Equal protection
this
clause.
guy Mason is so insufferable debating. He is so insufferable debating. It's all these like quippy.
What the Civil Rights Act of 1965, specifically Title VII, was based off of, right? That all people.
It's
in this
also the
protection
nonchalant
clause,
posture. I hate that.
Civil Rights Act of 1965, specifically Title VII, was based off of, right? That all people in this country be treated equally, and that federal law should prohibit any racial discrimination when it comes to job hiring, anything in reference to just any sort of field. Now, in reference to the American Medical Association specifically, in reference to race, for example, or Hispanic ethnicity, you could say, objective fact that we still measure, even after if, like black people, right, had to get like higher
Mason threatened
MCAT
to dox you once. Is that real? Bro, no freaking way. That's crazy.
scores on average to get into certain universities. That would be looked at as discrimination or as bigoted. That is something that Democrats have promoted because obviously Republicans are not advocating for affirmative action or any sort of policy in reference to that.
So for me, I think that affirmative action is absolutely a nuanced issue. I think that you can talk about the reasons for
inequitable admissions and making sure that you're allowing everybody to come to the table with equal footing. But I also understand, the argument that there are some people that are disenfranchised because of that, like Asian Americans when they apply. So I'm not here specifically wholeheartedly to advocate for affirmative action. But if you want to talk about...
Is it discriminatory?
Yeah, I think that there could be an argument for
that's
affirmative action being discriminatory.
Okay, there you go.
And now if Matt was like Mason, he'd say, oh, so you're conceding that point because leftists don't have any facts. Like Matt or like Mason just did like what? A minute ago? Hold on.
Sort of field. And I didn't argue.
Yeah, so we're moving away from the trans stuff, right?
Just for a second. Yeah, I'm not conceding something I didn't argue. But that wasn't what I argued.
That's a very
that's
topic that you really don't.
Hold on, just let me finish what I was going to say.
Because conservatives don't have
So in reference to
empirical data on
discrimination,
that.
just hold on. Equal protection clause.
Because conservatives don't have any empirical data.
Higher MCAT. I think that you can talk about.
Dude, like he could rub this in his face so hard, bro. Oh my gosh.
J. Lo Ma sent $5 Mason. Dean and Parker legit make me want to live in third world countries.
Real,
These
bro.
entitled rich spoiled kids, send them to Bolivia for 3 years and they will be far right.
Yeah, dude, yeah. Send them to Dagestan, 3 years. 3-year Dagestan, 3-year Bolivia, and he will be far right.
The reasons for inequitable so I want to talk about
discriminatory.
Like if Matt was just rubbing this in like Mason always does, then it'd be great.
So, like proposed policy that is discriminatory towards like whites.
But I don't think that in itself means that the Democratic Party overwhelmingly is more discriminatory versus the Republican Party, who specifically targets vulnerable groups like trans people. If you want to talk about trans stuff, I'm sure you're.
I mean, you already mentioned like trans stuff, but let me. I want to talk about the racial parts because I'm black. I'm the press person here. So, just in reference to the racial aspects of certain things, like what is the main reason, for example, Democrats say that like black people on average commit more crimes than whites?
So we typically see communities that have higher homicide rates also correlate with things like communities who were redlined through federal policy. For communities that also were excluded from the GI Bill. From communities who have had decades and decades of divestment from public infrastructure. So there seems to be a heavy correlation between poverty and crime.
So socioeconomic factors, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So why is it that even after we account for socioeconomic factors, Hispanics and blacks still commit a disproportionate amount of crime in reference to white people?
What about with Asian people? You'd say Asians commit less crime, right?
Yeah, East Asian specifically, because Asians is a broad term. I don't want to use the term Asians because it lumps in different groups, and that's just
look at this guy. He came prepared. Yeah, because Laotian people, Cambodian people, the Southeast commit.
This is
literally at the same level.
I'm glad that we agree.
Latino and black
I'm glad that we agree that hasty generalizations are not good. And this is why we have to have like a more So my explanation for this would be cultural reasons also, and like cultural and familial. Hold on for a second.
Yes, go ahead.
So cultural and familial reasons, I think, is the reason why there may be a
cultures and the familial reasons arise. What is the root? What creates cultural and familial reasons? Is it just the environment?
Higher homicide rate, for example, amongst black people or Hispanic people than, for example, obviously like white people. Because what we do find, and you guys can all fact check this as well, is even after accounting for socioeconomic
You're talking to me right here, buddy.
Right. You and your whole team, I want them to fact check me on this.
Yeah.
Well, so even after we account, like for example,
I have to give your team a chance to get points, my dude. You guys are so far behind.
Let him finish his point.
Dude, it's like, Mason, any sentence he says is, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Rage bait, bro. I don't know anybody else who is more like frustrating.
Point.
Oh, Matt?
Right. So, for example, I think I saw a data set on this that even black kids that come from the wealthiest families, right, still commit just almost the same amount of crime, or even more, for example, than, for example, white kids that come from like $30,000 median household income. Perfect. Get that one.
All right, Evan, I see you push your button. Which claim would you like fact checked?
I'm interested to see what the fact checkers
that
find.
Black kids,
I've seen that data,
from wealthy neighborhoods commit as much or if not more violent crime than kids from sub 30K households.
Did you get you on Jubilee again? I did go on Jubilee again.
That are white.
I was on this kind of format. You'll see.
They're white, yeah.
All right, fact checkers, do your thing.
I don't even think there's data on that.
We're gonna lose.
I don't even think there's data.
The number is that the highest decile of blacks commit slightly less crime than the lowest decile of whites.
So Matt, you claim that black kids from wealthy families commit as much or more crime than poor white families. The verdict is in, and that is false.
That's not false, but okay.
There is no data. Wait for it. There's no data to directly support this claim. It is overly broad and is not backed by data.
Overly broad
and not backed by
we don't
data.
have I bet you it could take me 10 seconds to find the source. It's just too inflammatory for them to fact check. It's
Okay, we can check.
Dude, literally, like, this guy who's saying, like, dude,
it take me 10 seconds to find the source. It's just too inflammatory for them to fact check. It's
Okay, we can check after the show.
Yeah, bro said, dude, Z said Reddit.com. You think the right-wingers are the Redditors? Really? Which of these two sides do you think has more Reddit accounts?
Claim that black kids
and literally
they're
fact
checkers.
The guy literally, the same guy literally says.
Guys, because what's going to happen, the number is that the highest
decile of blacks commits slightly less crime than the lowest decile of whites. Isn't that kind of the point he's making?
J. Lo Ma sent $5. How does Mason have a beard with these takes? Holy EI, these lefts are all subhuman 100%. None of these chuds can ever take an L without chucking insults. Biggest sore losers.
Well, you just have to realize, bro, what the? Hey, yo, moderate, dude, the moderate case came in clutch, came in clizzle with the, dude, with the big honey. Hey, yo, water it. Hey, yo, hey, yo, everybody post in the chat, water it case. Water it case in the chat, please. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize. Oh my goodness, what a Chad. That was like 20 minutes ago. Moderate case, I'm so sorry, dude. I'm sorry I didn't even realize. I feel like such an a-hole now. I feel like such an a-hole for not even realizing. I'm sorry, man. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Huge super chat. Dude, huge $100 super chat from the moderate case. Baller? The GOAT? Of all time? Yeah. Anyway, Sneaks also said earlier, we were debating in DMs, then he started just trying to rage bait, and I countered with even better rage bait, and he threatened to contact my school. Bro, that's always how it goes, man. You can't win. If you win, they will try to call your school. That is always how it happens.
Slightly less crime than the lowest decile of whites.
Dude, they literally admit, like, functionally.
So I want to start with, I think you admitted earlier that you do think one of the major positions of the Democratic Party is discrimination.
Sure.
And then you believe that they're just less discriminatory because of other.
Please take a seat. Uninterrupted minute, and the stop is over. If your challenge is the team with the.
So what's the topic here? Yo, what the? It's like 99.8% of the original point, but I'm just gonna put my fingers in my ear. Go la 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 la.
Where's my shout
so
out for
true.
mistakes?
Where's your dude? Huge shout out to J Lo Ma. This guy basically spent $100 in super chats. Yo, everybody put in way wo wah. Everybody put in way wo wah into the chat. Way wo wah into the chat, please, for J Lo Ma, for buying steaks tonight. Total GOAT, total legend, absolute legend. Had a nice, nice yummy steak time. Thank you, Drippy. Some drip. Drippy, yes, I'm drip, I mean. Yeah, very freaking yummers.
All right, we're going to start with Matt. And your time starts
What
now.
was the debate?
All right, so I think that
Whose presidential track record is better, Biden or Trump?
we're gonna have to
This is gonna be
specify
interesting.
this conversation a little bit more when we're talking about Donald Trump and Joe Biden. So we're gonna probably have like an area of specificity. We're really discussing policy and who did better. So I'm gonna start off with talking about foreign policy. So in reference to Trump, he obviously took out Maduro, brought him to America, made the government there obsequious with Daisy Rodriguez.
Obsequious is crazy.
That is essentially now more open to investment, more
Obsequious
open
is
to
crazy.
freeing up Venezuela, et cetera, et cetera. In reference to the short-term conflict that existed, for example, like
What's
it's
going
basically
on?
like a blitz
I'm
conflict
just
that
listening
existed
at this point. I'm like multitasking.
between Pakistan and India, where things could have really escalated. Pakistan nominated Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize. Furthermore, when it comes to something very important is rare earth minerals. In reference to Rwanda and the DRC, obviously Trump was able to get a short-term ceasefire between them and also get some concessions when it comes to rare earth minerals.
Connor Phillips talking
When it comes to the conflict,
What is Connor Phillips, professional athlete, Tallahassee, Florida? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? Oh, he's a Candace fan. Okay. Okay. All right. You know what? Did somebody quote tweet this? Just as expected, Shut the freak up, bro. Oh my
At
goodness.
Randy Ditchard's 2 cents.
Yo!
On Weibo Wakai. This is our first point of contact since Keep the Faith.
Dude, what's going on? This is our first point of contact since the pre-existence. Keep the faith. Yo, Randy, dude, Randy Ditchard, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for the 20. Kai, I'm going to need Subway Surfers below. We can figure that out. We can find a way to do that. We can find a way to get Subway Surfers on the bottom of the screen. Okay, are people liking my... Yeah, okay,
admitted to having
can we get some repos? Can we get some repos
nations
here, guys?
playing in this World Cup, which is totally against the FIFA rules.
Guys, can we get some traction on there? Yo, what the? Oh my freaking goodness. Those said 200, true.
J. Lo Ma sent $5 plus the convos we had was dope. All I'm gonna say, Kai, a real one. A salute to
Hey,
Kai.
thank you, man.
Clownus Brown Clown.
Hey, thank you, man. You're a real one too. I appreciate you. I love you, big dog. I love you, big dog.
Between Cambodia and Thailand,
I appreciate
Trump was
you,
also
man.
able to get them to stop fighting with threat of sanctions, and also received, I believe, a Nobel Peace Prize from specifically Cambodia, but I may be wrong on whether or not it's
Thank you,
Cambodia or
Fire
Thailand.
Falcon.
We
Love
saw
you.
the Abraham Accords happen.
All right. Time is up.
Bro, she said, okay, calm it down, buddy.
Now, Evan, it's time for your 1 uninterrupted minute. Your time starts now.
Great. So I'm glad that you brought up foreign policy because you're leaving out a pretty critical foreign policy decision by the Trump administration, and that was to engage in a war of choice and a war of aggression on Iran that got 13 U.S. servicemen killed.
true.
So Donald Trump, through a decision, not
But
a
did you know
decision
that Norm did that? Yeah, let
he
me know.
had to make, but a deliberate decision, a decision that he was actually talked into by people like BP Netanyahu, the head of Mossad.
Did he say
on,
beep beep? Did he say beep beep Netanyahu? There's no way he just said beep beep.
that he was actually talked into by people like BP Netanyahu, the head of Mossad.
Beep beep? Did he say beep beep Netanyahu? It sounded like he said PP Netanyahu.
Mossad, a decision that he was actually talked into by people like BP Netanyahu, the head of Mossad.
BP is what it
on,
sounds like. Beep beep.
earlier.
Beep beep Netanyahu. Itamar Beep Gavir. Itamar Beep Gavir and Benjamin Beep Beep Yat. No, what is it? And Beep Beep Netanyahu and Itamar Beep Gavir. Beep beep Lowe's beep 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 and Yahoo. Beep 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 and Yahoo. So true. Yeah, dude, in cars when they go to Israel, when they go to car Israel, he's gonna be called Beep Beep Netanyahu. That's so real.
Earlier this year, I think it was in February
so
in
true.
the White House conference room, made that choice, got 13 U.S. servicemen killed over 1,600 Iranian civilians, and then also has created now inflation with the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, which is something that you would expect to happen when starting a war with Iran. Now inflation outpaces wage growth, and the inflation is global. So the global catastrophic consequences, according to organizations such as the World Food Program, is going to create millions of more people to be in sort of insecure
All right,
food
gotta
positions.
pause you here. Your
Yeah,
time is
calm
up.
it down, big guy.
All right, now I'm gonna put the checkmate button in between you guys. Remember, this button can only be pressed once, so make sure you're right. No pressure.
No pressure.
No, hold up.
All right, sudden death begins. We're gonna.
Because this is like a 5-second clip. So Frontline Steve USA posts this. Prax Ben, love this. kaiclips arrives on scene to eviscerate Tyler Robinson. You know, few people know this. They actually pulled me in to act as an expert.
Why did he cut it? Ben, why did you cut it? That was such a gem. That was such a gem. Why did you cut it? Why did you cut it, Ben? That's such a good clip. I gotta thank the boy, Moderate Case. Moderate Case is really cool. My initial impression of him was not great, actually, because I just saw Jackson like go up and debate farm him. But I met him in real life. Total legend. Very chiller and very, very intelligent. Love that guy. Anyway, let's keep watching.
Start with Matt, and your time starts now.
Thanks. So you mentioned like a war choice. I think the majority of conflicts in America, obviously, a war choice. I think that when we engage in foreign policy or in foreign conflict, it's always of choice. The question really is about whether or not it's something necessary, something for the good of presidents, or for the good of country, good of morality. Hold on, I just want to say something else. You tried to imply that, like, well, he got 13 U.S. members killed. That's like me saying that, for example, FDR got hundreds of thousands of Americans killed, right? Or Truman got hundreds of thousands of Americans killed. I don't think that presidents go into war to get Americans killed. I think that presidents go into war to try to complete a geopolitical
It's actually a good point. It's just in the case of Iran, this was totally
that they believe is moral and just.
Okay.
So, like, you can make that argument about Vietnam. Like, President Johnson got like tens of thousands of young men killed.
So I want to circle back.
And it was unnecessary.
Do you agree, though, that war should be a last resort?
I believe that, yes. I think generally speaking, war we should try to do it.
And what is the objective of this war?
Well, the objective of this war obviously has been to be the depletion of the Iranian government's missile stockpile, their naval stockpile.
Do you believe that they've gotten rid of?
Do you think Iran was unnecessary? Yeah. I think that we could have engaged in diplomacy.
Most of their missile stockpile?
No, but that was my claim. My claim was that there was a depletion.
And
for example, I wanted to go on to answer
how much of
a
depletion?
I want to go on to answer some of your.
Well, I'm asking you said.
Latte, I just finished.
Also, on
further, you agree that
in furtherance of that, we've also bombed Natanz, Fordow, and Isfahan nuclear facilities in Iran, and that has also depleted, obviously, their nuclear capacities to a certain extent. That's on top of destroying their destroyer in the Indian Ocean, so on and so forth.
You said at the beginning of this, in limited
facts in different, and those tens of million casualties.
How far does their debate go?
Okay, we'll see.
Classified intel reports.
If I give you a percentage, will you estimate it? Estimates over 50%.
Okay.
Fact check it.
Evan, so I see that you pushed the button in sudden death. So this is serious. All right, what claim would you like to fact check?
U.S. classified intel reports, as reported by the New York Times,
no, just say what you're saying.
Suggest that 70%
What's
of
the
Iran's
claim, though?
My claim was that Iran's missile stockpile has been depleted
by 50%.
Hold on. By more, I specifically said more than 50%.
Good. Okay.
Boom. That's it.
I specifically said more than 50%. Specifically.
Okay. Mine is that
specifically said has been depleted
by 50%.
Hold on. By more, I specifically said more than 50%.
Good.
Dude, it's crazy how
Okay, mine is that they maintain 70% of their missile stockpile, as reported by the New York Times, according to a classified report.
Okay, we'll see.
Yep.
So more
and that's according to a classified report.
Let them find it.
I'm just giving them where they can look to find the information.
Let them find it. They're the fact checkers. That's their job, right?
It's your job to play for your whole team.
Classify things.
I mean,
would you want them? I'd rather them be correct, personally.
The New York Times might have said that, and it might be wrong.
Well, if it's a classified FBI report, that's from the government.
So you have to look at classified.
Could be wrong. I don't know.
All right, Matt, during our sudden death debate, you claimed that Iran's missile stockpile has decreased more than 50% since the start of the war. Our fact checkers have checked. They've come to a verdict. And that is a false claim. Reports state Iran's missile stockpile has decreased by a best 50% since the start of the war. Other estimates put it much lower.
50%. I mean, that's like a. Are we going to end it on that?
The debate is over. The facts have been checked.
Dude.
And the final score
Matt
is
looks so over
The
it.
debate is
Look
over.
At it, bro. Matt looks so over it.
Facts have been checked. And the final score is in. Before sudden death, the score was 8-6 with liberals in the lead. The liberals wagered all 8 of their points on the sudden death prompt. And the conservatives wagered 3 points.
Dude, conservatives are always conservative, bro.
Since the liberals won the final
you should always wager all of
score
your points.
is now 16-3. So congratulations to the liberals. You are today's checkmate champions. To both teams, thank you for debating, defending your facts, and putting your claims to the test. I'm Paris Rose, and until next time, check your facts or get checked. Thanks for watching. Congrats.
Dude, that was crazy. Dude, that was crazy. That was nuts. That was nuts. That was nuts. Anyway, so that was the episode. I hope mine is going to be coming out soon then if they just released that one. Haha, Francesca. All right, well, let's not say the F word, dude. Well, let's not say the F word. Oh, bro. Dude, that's so freaking based. That is such an own. Okay, let's not say the F word, but this is such an own. Got it. And why do you think TPUSA is trying to steer the conversation? And what are they worried will happen if they don't pack the room with influencers and give them marching orders? Bro, you're being semi in denial, but you gotta let the pride go. You were misled by a black woman. Hopefully you learned your lesson. I don't watch Candace. Did my question hit a nerve? Repost from his own account last year. It's real. Candace lays it out in her 6-part series. That's crazy. Bro literally says Candace instead of Candace Owens. That's how you know he be watching. Yeah, that's, dude, myself, huge W. This guy doesn't even follow me, but he's posting bangers in the comment section. Well done, big guy. Oh, dude, Cloud's the GOAT. Cloud is the GOAT, man. Freudian slips when Anna Kasparian walks in the room. Dude, that's not a Freudian slip. That's a Freudian tumble. Interesting how much Lance looks like Tyler. Unrelated. Wasn't Lance's bro. Oh my goodness, bro. This guy just does not. Also, I do think that Lance is way more complicit. I don't believe that this is probably not AI edited. I think they do look alike, and I think that says a lot about their relationships. If you weren't under the assumption that it was Tyler because of the charges/hearing, would you be able to identify Tyler in a lineup based solely on a picture of Tyler and the video you saw today? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yep. Yep, for sure. 100%. What did Real Renegade TV have to say? Clarification, it showed a person on the roof that people have been told is Tyler. Okay, dude. Okay, mister. I literally went over this. Man, I just can't. Man, I just cannot with some people. Yo, can we juice this, please? Can we keep this juicing? Can we keep this juicing, guys? What the Sigma? Thank you, J. Loma.
J. Loma sent $5. Can we please get a gaming stream of you beating all the 5 nights at Freddy's Game Wonder?
Oh, you want another FNAF pack? So it sounds like you want another FNAF pack. We did FNAF pack once upon a time, way back when. We did that. I don't know if we'll ever do it again. Let's not say the F word. Makes me laugh every time you say it now. It's just the best. It's just like my catchphrase. Fact status? Checked. Debunked. Real. Dude, that's so keck. Alright, gentlemen. I think this is going to be our outro song for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We'll be going live tomorrow evening with Out of Touch. We will be describing everything that we saw in the video, more even than we saw today. Do not worry, do not fret. I will be done even yet. Do not touch the behelet. That's just a little something called an obscure Berserk reference, actually. Thank you guys so much. I want to give huge shout outs to everybody who left huge super chats. The Moderate Case, huge shout out to you. BP, what was it, BP4? I think it was BP4, right? Because I keep saying WBP, so I forget if there's another letter before the BP. But I think it is just BP, right? So yeah, huge shout out to BP. J. Loma, of course, for everything. Randy Ditchards for finding me once again on this side of the finding me on this side of the veil. Thank you as well to Deseret Fomer for the huge super chats. Thank you so much. Who else did we have? Brandon, Brando, of course, Sneaks, the Emma Rebecca podcast. Thank you, Rugged World, as well, for subscribing. Fire Falcon. And yeah, I think, who was it that started us off? It was Deseret Fomer. Love you guys. Love you so much. You guys are the best. I cannot wait to stream tomorrow. I cannot wait to chat and bring you guys the news, the truth about what I saw in court. And we'll break it down. Love you guys. Audio and the 5. Bro says, can we get a gaming stream of... Hold on. What did bro say? Can we get a gaming stream? Can we get a gaming in stream of The Joy of Creation? Is that like a video game or... A song? Can we get a gaming in stream of the Joy of Creation? Yeah, I'm not familiar with it. I think that's a game. Not familiar. Anyway, though, Kai, do it collab? I don't know, Kai. Do it? Hey, Ian, what's going on? Dude, Ian, you down for a round of Siege? It's pretty late, but I'm down. I'm down. Yo, it's Después. It's been sick to finally catch one of these streams live. I really like your streams and content, Kai. Hope to catch you more on Saturdays. Absolutely, man. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. No scriptures, SMH. Now we finna crack out a scripture. We finna crack out a scripture. Obviously, we finna crack out a scripture. We are gonna listen to, or we're gonna read. My apologies, not listen to. Man, guys, I'm tired. Oh my goodness. We are going to read from Alma 38:9. This is how we will we'll let you off. Ready? Here it is. And now, my son, I have told you this, that ye may learn wisdom, that ye may learn of me that there is no other way or means whereby man can be saved, only in and through Christ. Behold, he is the life and the light of the world. Behold, he is the word of truth and righteousness. And now, as ye have begun to teach the word, even so I would that ye should continue to teach, and I would that ye would be diligent and temperate in all things. See that ye are not lifted up into pride. See that ye do not boast in your own wisdom, nor of your much strength. Use boldness, but not overbearance. And also see that ye bridle all your passions, that ye may be filled with love. See that ye refrain from idleness. That's where we're going to leave it, ladies and gentlemen. What a based freaking verse. That is from the book of Alma. That's Alma 38, verses 9 through 12. Oh my freaking goodness, bro. Hey, appreciate you. He says, Joy of Creation is a W video game. I believe it's free, so good, but can only be played once. Oh.
J. Loma said $5 Joy of Creation is W video game. I believe it's free, so good.
Okay.
It can only be played once. That's why it's perfect. Search up Joy of Creation W video game.
Dude, I might just have to do that. Well, hey, thank you guys so much. It's been tremendous to be with you. We're going to listen to Doodah as our outro for today. This is From In The Shower by Homeshake. Best album. Love you guys very much. Adios.